whisper to the DM on fantasy grounds because they had a claim character.
Oh wait, maybe that would have to.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's not good. Fine. Well, this is the last one.
If it wasn't important, I wouldn't have messaged it on Discord.
Alright, no, leave it for now.
Got it.
Wait, did he do what I think he did?
I need a drink.
For a little drum in it.
Vodka. The type of Puerto Rican that grew up with rum and cokes, and I hate it.
Hurt my soul.
I don't know. I picked up one too many sodas or cokes that I thought were just Coke, and there was rum and Coke, and I've learned to hate the taste of rum. I like Captain Morgan spice rum, but I don't like regular Bacardi. Blech. What? Hold on, I put the headphones on. I can't hear you anymore. I'm turning off my sounds and stuff. My daughter called me. God damn it.
Let's do this.
All right. I think we're all here. I think everybody can hear us. I'm pretty sure chat can hear me because I can see that bar moving around. Let's see if they can hear our lovely players. Everybody say something. Well, not everybody. Most of you say something. Anybody. I don't care.
Hello.
That's good enough. Yay.
Uh-oh. I know my stream's not listening to.
First things first. So there was a bunch of people who said hello during the starting student screen. So let's do some shout outs. So there's Main Cow, who we love, plays Biff. She's here with us on Saturdays and Thursdays. Wait, one of you have to do it. Did you already delete your Twitch account, Vero? Don't look at me like that.
I don't know what's going on.
Do a shout out for Biff.
He's having
We
a
have
couple
a new Twitch redeem. It's really cool. Essentially,
Yep,
you
it's all
can
gone.
check in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
having-
see, it
Okay.
does-
I'm gonna tell that story. I have the pictures, so I will show everyone. No. You bet.
I will definitely delete my. Yeah, I will disappear. I'm not
Alright.
that insecure about how I look.
I know. All right. So can't have you giving out cursed items either. Devouring. Okay. So so that was Maycow. We love her. Go follow her if you haven't. She's like very. If you need energy in your life, you can just go watch her stream and you will be infected. Then we had Jem, who was in here. So Jem is another wonderful streamer. He streams during the day, so I watch him when I'm at work, which is kind of funny because I should be paying attention to work, and I end up talking to him about D&D all day long. So, there we go. Okay, I'm trying to pace it with you guys, but
Let's go! Fuck you!
he's
How's
also
it
like an
night
expert,
tonight?
like Baldur's Gate player.
And it should be a trifling
But
matter
I don't know what he's playing in that one. I didn't see it.
Apex Legends.
That wasn't Apex Legends.
That's
the
what he's
clip-
playing last.
Yeah, he'll play multiple games, but like if you want somebody to give you all the tricks and tips to Baldur's Gate, go watch Jem.
I don't know.
He also DMs, but he DMs in Spanish, so if you can't speak Spanish, you might be lost. And then we had Insomnia, of course, my favorite. Oh wait, no, actually, no, Insomnia was before Foxy, wasn't he? I don't know the order, but we'll get both of them. So then there was Insomnia. Insomnia comes in. He likes to give me inspirations. He's a wonderful person because he's the only person on my side. Insomnia is the one on the top right.
Just clip it. You could just highlight over the stream and click the clip button.
But very late night streaming, energy galore. Kind of, there's some craziness that goes on in that stream. I would recommend don't let your children watch. And then we have Foxy, who is here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody? Foxy, I'm best known for 7 Days to Die, but she has been playing other games. Recently, I think she's playing Fallout. How's that going for
Yep.
you?
Well, I've just gotten to play the one day, so
That
so
was it?
far so good.
Oh, did you
I think
play
I only
yesterday
died, like,
too?
5 or 6 times. I worked yesterday.
Oh, your schedule's got me all thrown off. But Foxy, also wonderful.
Good.
Playing
I
Ginia
haven't
with
heard of
us.
the
Go follow her if you
Yeah.
haven't.
See?
Devouring said spanking.
Yes, it
Ooh.
could.
Oh, I just saw that clip. I didn't get it the first time. Why are you spanking people?
What?
Oh, you didn't see the clip. That's hilarious. We'll talk later. And then we have Lady M,
Okay.
who's like trying to stifle laughter. Who's also here with us, and they'll tell you who they are a little bit better than I am. But go ahead, Lady M. You can do your own shout out. That's okay.
Oh my. Well, considering my character was.
Just do the shout out. The button. Hit the button. I'm doing the talking right now.
Well, right now, what's going on is I have sound cutting in and out, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Rhino, please.
Oh goodness.
Who am I shouting at?
Lady M. Sorry, Insomnia. That doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have me shut up myself.
You can.
I appreciate it.
I'm telling you to do it.
Insomnia.
Yes, we appreciate it, Insomnia. What are you playing there? Oh, is this the one where you killed me?
Oh, I saw.
No. Okay. Oh, somebody
She's gone.
crashed. Oh, that was Lady M crashing. Okay, she really did have problems. Okay, I think I got everybody who's streaming. There's Cheerful, but she hasn't started streaming yet, but we love her anyway, so go follow her too. I just can't. It shouts up. It won't come up. It won't come up with anything. Just be blank. And then we have Vero, who we can't get him to do enough stuff because he just wants to make me crazy. What's up, Cole? How are you?
That's a full-time job.
I know it is. Okay, so I think we got all the streamers, but we love everybody. And if I haven't shouted you out, it's not because I don't care. It's probably because I wasn't looking at my screen. Because I'm looking at a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff.
You want to know what I just remembered?
Oh.
I just remembered that since the whatever bot thing goes that far into clips, there is an absolute hand grenade waiting where someone clipped where I got extremely loud, like loud. And it absolutely peaked my mic to the max. So there's just a hand grenade waiting in my clips.
Yikes.
Oh, so the one we got was you screamed, "We won!" That was.
Oh, it might have been that one.
And you were loud. Me and Lady were watching.
That might have been the one, yeah.
And her reaction on stream and mine in my house was both like, "What the hell just happened?" I've never heard you that loud.
If I was that loud and I said we won, it was probably winning trios of Apex.
I don't know. You were playing with somebody because I heard them in the background, but then the video cut. So, yes, we were talking about. We did a shout out for Rhino, and a clip from like way back when came up, and we didn't recognize him. It was just like, is that right? Oh shit, it is. So anyway, yeah, it was the one with Rhino without his hat. Yeah, we almost didn't recognize him. His beard was all tight, like he still had a jawline instead of that majestic mane. All right, that's enough of me chatting. All right, welcome in, people. We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons: Tyranny of Dragons, which is the combination of two books from the original adventure released by WotC for 5e. So, let's go. We'll start with everyone roll a d20. Let's see who's going to be doing our recap. Oh, wait, Songbird's not with us. We should probably wait for her to get back. Okay, she can roll
Maybe
when
she can use context clues.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get a look at the camera. Lady M.
Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful with those hand gestures. I won't let you forget.
That's why I did it up here.
That's not helping.
Yeah, shut up. Is she doing the recap? Did she lose?
She hasn't rolled.
No, she hasn't rolled. She's still on the
Discord's
table.
down.
How did she lose Discord? Oh no. Lady M's doing the recap right now. Wait, what were all the rows? Oh my god, a 19 and a 20 and a 10. It might be Ginia. Might be. Don't know. I could roll for her.
I don't think she would appreciate that if you
I don't
rolled
think
low.
she would.
Okay.
Yep.
Especially if he loses. But the thing is, if she loses, I'd have to do it till she got here. That's not fun either. So, how was everyone? How was your weeks? Ginia, I feel like I haven't seen you in for like ever.
I mean, I was on vacation, 2 weekends ago, and then got back on Monday, had to work Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, and then worked Sunday, Monday. So yeah, you probably haven't seen me for a while.
Oh, well, I don't like it. You know I don't like change.
I know. You'll be okay. You'll survive. But yeah, just been, busy working on the house. Yay.
Cool. How's it coming? I haven't seen pictures.
I know, because I haven't posted any pictures. Because I'm like, I'll start something, and then like you wait for something to dry, so then you go do something else in another room, and then wait for that to dry, and then you move to another room, and so it's like there's nothing actually fully complete yet, except actually the bathroom's pretty much done. I just need to paint the door, but other than that.
So I told you my when I was a kid, my stepdad, he bought houses and renovated them, and I remember there was this one house, we called it the money pit. Like, if it can go wrong in this house, it did. I mean, it came out beautiful, and they made good money on it. But we lived there for a while because so many things were going wrong that we had to save. So we moved. We gave up. We sold one house and moved into it. But it was just, oh my god, it was a fiasco. I remember one Thanksgiving, we had Thanksgiving with the garage door wide open, and everybody just sitting in basically a plywood table on the sawhorses. That was our Thanksgiving table. And as people walked by the front, we would just wave at them like, Happy Thanksgiving. And they were literally walking like maybe 15 feet away from us. It's like, oh, this is horrible. Bad planning.
Yeah. Well, you know, it happens. And I keep like changing plans. Like, I'll have something in my head that I'm going to do, and then I'm like, that is going to take too damn long. I want to have this house on the market by June 1st. And if that's the actual plan, this whole thing that I have in my head is not going to happen. So then I'm like, okay, so how am I going to do it? What do I need to get? Do I have any of those items in my house? Usually the answer is yes, because, you know.
Burn through them. All right.
I have things.
So, Lady M, I see her. She has a very concentrated look. She's working on something. She does. She has that tech look on right now. Like, where is it? I know there's a flaw. Has she restarted Discord? I know she doesn't want to restart her whole thing. Now, for those of you watching in... Right, I was going to say, for those of you watching in her stream, can you all hear her?
Yes.
And let her know she's down in Discord for us.
They've said it in this chat, so she might just need to restart Discord.
She might need to go into her voice and video options, because there are times that Discord is like, well, I'm just going to change your settings for you.
Not
whether
today.
You want me to or not.
Hey, not today, Satan. No. But if she's not in Discord,
I'd message her in Discord, but
she's not there. She's talking to somebody. And I don't have her stream open because having everybody else's streams open while I'm streaming has become taxing. Twitch has decided, I'm going to use up all your resources. Who are you talking to? Get back in the Discord.
Her stream. I'm assuming she's talking to her stream.
Are they helping?
Can you not?
Now her camera went away. All right. I'm going to sneeze. I could feel it. Oh my goodness.
well, because I mean, if you're not having technical difficulties, are you really even streaming? No.
Nope. But I really wish I wasn't really streaming and just had no difficulties. I like when there's no problems. It makes me feel good. I'm like, all right, I got it.
It makes me wait for whatever problem is going to pop up.
No,
I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't live like that. I'm just like, this is great. Everything's working. Yay. And then it blows up. And I'm like, fuck. Son of a bitch. But it's my job in a nutshell, so. Oh, she's gone from the... She's completely gone. Oh, I see her again. But she's frozen. I swear somebody's in her house, like, at the box, just pulling the wire out, plugging it in, pulling the wire out, plugging it in.
Who do you have to make... How mad do you have to make someone in order to do that to you?
So, we had a friend, right? And he had a satellite dish. Like by the side of his house, so it was at ground level, and this was in Florida. He had a satellite dish for his internet and everything, and we found out that the frogs like to sit on the little arm in the center of the satellite dish, and they would sit like right in the middle, and it blocked his entire signal. So, like, he tells us one day, he's like, "Look at this, watch." And we go outside, and sure enough, there's a little frog sitting on it. And I was like, "So is it anything that goes in there?" He says, "No, it's got to be like flesh or something. I don't know." So we used to put shoes on it. We try all different types of things to see, but he didn't know we were doing it. So we would leave him like little things, magnets, all kinds of shit. He was so pissed. So he got rid of it. He had the little one put up on his roof. Having no
You're awful.
difficulties just means haven't noticed the difficulties you're currently having. Wait, we're having no difficulties just means you haven't noticed the difficulties you're currently. Thanks, devouring. To put that seed in my brain,
Got
so
him.
I don't
Got
want to
him.
worry about that stuff. Lady M has to close everything down. She will be back. Okay, we will wait patiently for Lady M. I guess would one of you? No, I know nobody wants to do the recap, so it's sad days.
Oh hell, I'll do it.
Sad. You want to do the recap? But then she's gonna
I
miss
mean,
it.
chances are it's a 50-50 shot at this point.
That's true. You did roll 10. This is why I stay having.
Just
small
have her
rolls.
roll when she makes it back, and if she fails, she does it next week. No. That's easy for me to say, as I would not be doing it next week.
Yeah.
You're like, that would be 2 weeks. That
Don't
I'm
worry,
out.
I'll do it the week after that.
Wait, you're not
Uh-huh,
going?
uh-huh.
Are you leaving next week?
No, the week after. That's why I was saying I would do it the
Oh.
following week.
Asshole.
Hilarious.
He's got jokes today. That's every
Doesn't
day.
he always have jokes?
Yeah, I was
mean,
gonna
that's
say we have a
kind of his shtick.
yeah, we have a counter.
My
just
life
for
is a
him.
joke.
Oh my goodness.
I saw a TikTok that made me think of you, Rhino.
Uh-oh.
Dad jokes in 3D. I'll have to see if I can find it and send it to you.
So have you
It
seen
made
the
me laugh.
Have you seen the TikTok of the 3 guys just sitting there like in beach chairs or something? They're in a blind. In the original one that I saw, it's the 3 guys. They're in a blind and they're telling jokes while they're hunting. So they're trying to be quiet and like whispering, but they're telling jokes to each other. I saw that one and thought of Rhino. I was like,
All right, so we hit the road last week,
wait.
and
Oh, you're recapping.
we're starting.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
recapping.
Wait, hold on. Let me build it up. Okay, so go ahead and start the recap, Junior.
Well, now you threw
That
off
was
my
your
groove.
build-up? What kind of build-up was that?
You know what? She
Don't
didn't.
build it up too good, because I don't know
She-
that it's going to be a great.
Hold
recap.
on. She put pressure on me. I wasn't ready.
Brother.
You didn't put pressure. You put that on yourself.
Shut up.
All right, kids. So we hit the road. Everybody's kind of falling in with their employers and getting to know who they are working for and with. Let's see. Roz and Vermouth are with Aldor, and that's been interesting. Roz also went and saved a whole bunch of people in the woods when they went running after a golden stag, and got himself a fabulous shiny new longbow. Jinya and Vero are hanging out with the brothers and learning sign language.
Getting signs.
And Songbird is hanging out with the traveling tavern and slinging drinks and singing songs, having a good old time, making some money. Let's see what else happened.
I can't wait for
we
our sign language
stopped
to be
by
misinterpreted
very
as
large
bad.
eagles at the
Oh
end.
yeah.
Yeah, there were some very large eagles that were following the caravan as we were going, and we've sort of got a little bit of the respect of the lady that's the unofficial
Karen?
caravan. Yeah, the Karen.
The Karen of
We
the
have
caravan.
The Karen of the caravan.
Ross has a nemesis.
Yes, Roz has a nemesis, somebody who is plotting very bad things, and this person's friends are trying to talk him out of it, but we'll see where that goes. And Jinya thought it would be a good idea to stick up for Karen when Dick Dastardly was picking on her. So hopefully that won her some brownie points. So yeah,
that pretty much covers everything. Excellent. Well done. Thank you so much, Jinya.
Thanks.
So now we just have to wait for Songbird to come back. Any day now. I'm trying to think if there's anything like that really covers everything. There's not too much for me to fit in there that would be known to everyone. So, Karen does have a real name though. Does anybody? And I can't say. I know it's like something to Age Tool. Age Tools, I think the last name. I might be getting two different names confused. Hold on.
50 experience to somebody comes up with it, right?
No.
I like
Oh.
I
your-
know. I
like
feel
your
like I
style.
need some.
I don't know
extra-
it, but I like your style.
Extra
Yes,
points
It's
for.
it's Age Tool. Yes.
taking
Ed-
bullets
Eldkin.
and-
Eldkin Age Tool. Thank
No.
you very much. I'll take that. 50.
Ed Hellree Age Tool. Let's try.
No, that's not the way you
I'm-
pronounced it.
I was about to say the way I've got it written down is Eldkin
Oh,
H tool.
actually, I'm sorry. I read the person's name above it. It's actually Eldkin. You're right.
There you go. That's another 50. Thank you.
You're not
very
getting
much.
another 50. Stop it. I gave you your experience
I
points.
have one
Also,
of those 50s.
I was bullied into giving experience points because I had missed a few sessions of giving out
Bullied?
experience points. Yes, I was bullied by these two. Okay, and it was like, yes, it was probably like 5 sessions. I hadn't given out experience since you guys left the caves.
Mm-hmm.
And went back to Greenest. And I probably should have gave you experience when you were in Greenest. So, generally, my rules for experience are when you can rest safely. Not out in the wilds. But,
That's
since
not
I had...
your general rule.
That is to my general rule. Go look at the
No.
Discord, out into my house rules.
I will. I'm pretty certain it's just you can't
level.
complete a level up.
Can't
until-
complete a level up. So, yes.
It doesn't
So,
say you can't get experience.
So being this close to leveling, I already know that as soon as you guys get 50 experience, somebody's gonna be like, all right, let's level up. That's not gonna happen
No,
immediately.
I know the rules.
Okay, so just yes, I got bullied. They were bothering me all day. No, no,
I want to clarify. I didn't say a word.
I
all
know
day
it
about
was
experience.
just Roz. Roz was
Yeah,
bullying me.
that's twice you left me spinning in the wind.
Spinning in the wind. What are you talking about?
He
Oh,
knows.
Vero. Yeah, just
He
toss
knows.
that. Just leave him out there. So yeah. So the party, why they're asking for 50 is they are 50 points shy of being level 4. So they're looking for the rest of it. And right now it's at the point that anything is gonna be like, is that enough? Is that 200? Because they have to split it between all of them.
That's garbage.
What do you mean that's garbage? I could start tracking individual experience. Gets 50 experience quick. Let's take this snap, right? So I could start tracking individual, but the problem with individual is people start wondering, like, well, what did I do wrong? So I'd rather just say this person did a really good thing and everybody benefits from it, rather
I
than
like what Thorne said.
gets 50. Quick, let's take a nap. I know, right?
Nap time. You just woke up. Nap time.
I need a long rest right now. Like, no. So, oh no, I'm concerned. Did she lose complete? Oh, hold on. Is this my kid? My kid might be texting me. So many things going on right now.
She said she was under a tornado watch. Maybe she went out to watch for the tornado.
No,
Maybe she-
I'm under a tornado watch.
Oh,
Oh,
Well-
hold up, Dorothy. Like, you live in Tornado Place.
Yes, very, very astute observation.
Yeah, no. You say so, anybody else says something about tornado, I'm like, yeah, whatever. You say it, I'm like, concerned.
I mean,
Why?
Right
Because if
now-
I said I had tornado watch, I'm not in. I just a couple years ago there was a tornado that demolished some houses a couple blocks from me.
So there was a tornado that hit where I live in Connecticut not too long ago, about like last year. And I remember I called my kid and I was like, I just drove through a tornado because I went through an underpass and it went over the underpass, so I could see it on both sides. I was like, this is amazing. But then like it hadn't hit me that I could die because if
Right.
this thing sucked me out. So yeah, but it was amazing. So I called my kid after. I was like, "You'll never believe what just happened." She's like, "What?" I said, "I just tornado just went over me." She's like, "What?" But yeah, we had a tornado here. I was like, "That's
If it
weird.
makes you feel better, it's not like the movies where if a tornado gets close to you, it doesn't like bring you up in the air and throw you off. You'll dive well before that because it'll slam you on the ground and drag you around.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
humans aren't meant to bounce that way.
yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't really want to be hit by a tornado. It's just that I got to say I got hit by one, so it was cool.
Did you see that video where it went over the train?
No.
No.
The more,
I
When I
know.
was in
one
hi-
of the more recent ones.
when I was in high school, I was out camping, and they with a Girl Scout, my Girl Scout group. Yes, I was a Girl Scout, but we were at the lake camping, and there was a tornado watch, so we all had to go into town and sleep at the community building because it was a tornado shelter. And when we got back out to the lake the next day, all of the tents were in the middle of the lake because the tornado hit and went like right through where the tents were.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Also, no, that's not true devouring. I can too track NPCs. I just forget names, but I do that in real life. Like, I still call people by like people I know in real life at work. I still can't get their names right. And it's usually pronunciations, so I decide not to say the name at all. So, no, I can track NPCs. I usually know who the NPC is, what the NPC is capable of, and what plot point they have to the story. I just don't care about the names that much. And so you can
Habit's
trust me to
saying is
track experience. So you take
everybody is an NPC in his brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Names are sometimes overrated and spellings are hard. Usually, so my thing is like I read a lot. Like I like books. I love reading books, and it's like seeing things pronounced after you read the book and be like, oh, I've been saying that wrong for 6 years. Like in my brain, that's not how it sounded. So that happens a lot. So a lot of times I'm just like, I don't care. All right. Any word on Songbird? I haven't gotten a message. I'm guessing she's restarting everything. How long should we give her? It's already been a half hour. And while I can keep talking a lot, I don't think most of these people came here to listen to me like jibber jabber on over for like too long. Generally, they come here to see you all. I'm just trying to kill you.
Not me.
I know that's what everybody's here for.
The
They
death.
want to watch us die. I've done my part.
Right, I've done my part. All right. Well, I got a message from Cheerful. Let's see what this says. Oh yeah, I could probably do that. Why you gotta call me out, Cheerful?
That's her job.
I know. She's
If she was getting paid, that's what she'd be getting paid for.
to yell at me.
To
That's
call
a
you out, yeah.
that's a full-time job. I'll let
You
you
are
know
not
right
wrong.
there. I feel like this is just gonna add to her stress right now.
Yeah.
So that's true. I don't want to watch you die. I want to watch you. I want to be the cause of your death. Okay.
Knew it.
So I don't know how you. Well, no, I could see how Devouring is going to pull that off one day. It's going to be bad. It's going to be horrible. What is going on?
It'll be gruesome. There'll be blood and violence. But it'll be entertaining.
So, if she's going to be a while, like this also seems like it has been a while. We could probably go on and just have her character do like basically stay to herself off to the side for now because she is working separately from everyone. So we could probably go through this, but like I don't know if certain events might bring everyone together. So now I have concerns. I had this all planned out in my head so well, and now I have ruined it.
That's what you get for planning.
Right.
I just
That'll
like
teach you.
I was in my car today driving and just like, all right, this is how it should go, and this and this. I was like, all right, this is gonna be fantastic. And now, not so much. So she hasn't answered me though. So no, still nothing. No word. wonder if a computer just died. That would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
Oh, I think I'm getting another message. Hold on.
Oh,
This is exciting.
We're all like, woohoo!
Things are happening.
Noises
Are
are
they?
being made.
God damn it! Why is that still not working?
Okay, well, she's cursing.
oh, I hear voices.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, then
Voices
why
that
is
you
this
don't
thing
normally hear in your head, Rhino.
All right, we're
Can you-
getting there. We're getting
okay.
there, folks. Bear with me.
Take
We're
your
getting there.
Take your time, but hurry up.
I'm just waiting for the day I get to see her put her foot in your ass.
Ill? I'm sure that means something.
Really?
Take
oh my
it.
god.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that expression.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright. You'll be fine. My mom used to tell me that all the time. Go ahead, take your time, but hurry the fuck up. I'm like, okay. So, Songbird, when you finally arrive at the table, I need you to roll a d20. Then we're going to decide which one of the four of you are going to do it next week, because Ginny has so kindly offered to do it this week.
Oh, so you're gonna roll it ahead of time?
Yes, and then one of you just needs to remember who it is. Watch that person just not show up.
We can just roll next week.
Okay, we can roll next. No, because then Vero and Roz don't get to keep their 19 and 20, which would probably... Well, no, because they didn't have to do it this week, so that's fair. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Neither one of them would have been an option to do it anyway this week, so
That's fine. Wow.
Look at that.
First-
She used logic, sir.
it was
Don't you
super effective.
don't you logic up me getting out of doing it another week? How dare you?
Wow, first with Lady M and your younger Havoc, now with Lady M and Foxy. Yeah, I know, I can't win. Yes.
The fact
He
that
can
he
never
thinks that
win
he
with
might
us.
eventually win is adorable, though.
See?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Unless I resort to violence, I am always going to be outnumbered and outgunned, and it's not fair. And the two, and the two of them, like, no, like thick as thieves already. I'm like, stop it, go to your room.
Yeah, wait till the day when all
It's not
three
your
of us
room.
are in the same area.
Oh my god.
So out of luck.
I told her something the other day, and she was like, I'm gonna tell on you. I'm like, what? It's like, you know what?
Easy. Just suspend all her internet access.
That's what I told her. I said, I'm taking away the internet. She was like, you can't do that. I was like, why not? She says, because you love me. I'm like, you
My
little
question is who
monster
would
child.
If you shut off your internet to your apartment, who would last the longest?
Ooh, good
She would. She doesn't live here.
Yep.
I meant if it was for a weekend. Like, I mean, obviously you could turn it back on when she's gone, but who would crack first?
Oh, I would. I would crack.
Change the password.
We would all know something was up.
Yeah, no, I would change the password before I took it away from her. I would change the password and not give her the password. I'm not dumb.
I was just curious on who would last longer.
She would definitely last longer. I would be so, like, lost. Like, haha, I need to do something.
All right, so.
How are we doing? Are you doing okay?
Checking.
Okay.
Hit a button. Hopefully the button does not kill me.
What are you
Hopefully
buttoning?
it doesn't explode.
I'm
Dre says
ninjing
hello,
button.
everyone.
The ninjing button?
Dre. The ninja button. You know what? Shush.
Just roll with
And
it.
I'm just
don't
trying to
even.
help. I'm helping. Not really. I'm not helping.
Is that what that is?
Not really, no.
No, I'm not. Okay, so you quietly work through your issues over there. Don't drop again. Okay, and we're gonna start with let's start with Vero and Jania. No, you have to quiet. Shh.
Well.
Shh. Vero, Jania.
Yes.
Sorry, she just gave me the. All right, so you two are this is like the day. Remember, you had a day where you kind of just vegged, they let the animals rest, and you just mingled around the camp. And remember the caravan wagon was open all day long. So this is after the first stop along the way. So you've been traveling for about 6 days. Certain things have happened, and now we're moving on. The next morning, you guys are getting ready to head out again. So, is there anything that you would like to do? This is the day after you saw the eagles. Evidently, today is one of my cousin's birthdays, and my whole family decided to wait till now to start wishing him a happy birthday.
That's super fun.
Yes. So my phone is you're gonna hear me this whole stream.
So
That's gonna be fun.
I think practice kind of sparring with Vero, I would think, for a little while, and then sit and chat with the brothers.
Well, remember this is the first day going out. You've already taken the day of rest, so you guys already did that part. This is getting ready for like heading back out onto the road again.
Okay.
Because the day of rest is when you saw the eagles.
Okay. All right. So just, help get everything packed up and ready to go.
Yeah. I'm sure we're already getting more and more efficient on the pack up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are actually getting pretty good about like figuring out where things go and how things are set up, so to speak. And part of like learning how to sign languages, the brothers have taken you teaching other things. So like they offer to let you drive Ginia.
Okay.
So they're teaching you how to how to make sure that the animals are hitched correctly and so they're not uncomfortable. So they're basically showing you how to the equivalent of land-based vehicles is the proficiency. So you're getting some knowledge in that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, the two brothers are very friendly. And they are inquisitive. They ask you questions as well about like where you're from. Very curious about where Vero's from. Because remember, Vero as a wood elf still has a fairly exotic appearance to him because he's from the very far east areas. So he has almond-shaped eyes, darker skin, slicker hair. I mean, he is a wood elf though, and then he's a monk, so that's a whole other thing. So they do ask about the exercises that you all do and the sparring. So they are curious about that. But in their conversations with you, they tend to they'll ask questions like, so why are you heading up north? Questions that you may not immediately want to answer, or you have to be a little bit evasive about.
I have the simplest answer to that. I'm just going where just where life leads me, just trying to learn new things and take in the world.
Okay.
I was trying to, pretty much. I was just trying to describe it in a different way. That was definitely the first thing that popped into my head, but I was like, maybe I'll describe it differently.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't want to give them too much information because they have plausible deniability.
That's true. So you're giving them so that they can't be questioned.
Right.
That's cool. Where is that? I need this. Come over here. Okay. All right. So, like I said, you go through the mornings, you go get about your day and start setting out and getting ready for your day. Roz.
Sir, yes, sir.
So, your SOP is you get up in the morning and go scouting about, right?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Thunder.
I was gonna say,
yeah, that's at my house. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
You did tell him about the tornado warning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I live in Kansas, so it's just like whatever until the sirens go off. I'm not worried.
Okay then. So I'd be like hiding some. I'd be like, that's it. Tornadoes. I'm moving. Okay, Roz.
About 10 minutes ago, there was hail, so.
Oh, see, that just makes me mad because of my car.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hail no.
Seriously.
Mhm.
Hey, I can't do the puns. You're gonna have to.
Why can't you do them?
Estoy trabajando con este porquería. That's why.
Okay, stop
I
cursing
need you
at
to
me
be
in Spanish.
punctual.
That's 2. I wish there was a way to just scroll, like, put it and scroll, like, point up. Like in, you know, when you're in command prompt, like if you hit the arrow up, it just copies and pastes the last line you put in. I wish they could do that in Twitch.
Or you could just like.
I could just what? Say get a button.
Mhm.
Copy paste.
Get a button.
You can copy paste.
The amount of button clicks it takes to copy paste it, I could type it if I type it correctly, or I just type.
I was about to say if you could type it correctly,
I
but
was about to say,
apparently you
that's a
just like
big
to
if.
make an ass of yourself.
Anyway, Roz, you're doing. You're out.
Yes, I'm ready.
Ew, don't throw your shade at me. It's them two distracting me. You are out there doing your like scouting about and your typical things. Would you like to throw me, sir, a survival check? That is not the best survival check I've seen. So, not too much going on. You go about, look around, typical tracks, nothing too out of the ordinary for what you're expecting out here. Okay. And you will return to camp. You will talk to Karen, give her an update as she comes to expect, and according to your words and your guidance, they will set out as normal. Karen will go through her routine, making sure all the wagons are safe, secure, and heading out in the correct order, and eventually the wagon train will continue on its way. Is there anything else you wanted to do, sir?
He is gonna, in his mind, mark where this dude that continually wants to beat his animals. He's gonna kind of make a mental note of where this guy is in the train, the caravan train.
4 or 5. I forget which one.
Right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. Notes say that Roz is in. Where did I just got it all jammed up here. I think he's in 7, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, and I believe there are a couple of wagons in front of you.
Okay.
Because if it was happening behind you, you wouldn't even notice.
Right.
And if it's far enough back, you wouldn't even see it. But I know the first 4 wagons, like the first 3 or 4 wagons are taken up by the higher ups, like people who have like one set. So I believe it was 4 or 5. I just have to look.
Okay.
Well, let's go with 5. We'll go by that. Because you are somewhere further back than that.
Yep. I thought it was 7, but.
Yeah, you're in 7. I think you're like 1 wagon behind them.
Okay.
And hold on. Because Ginia and Vero are where? Do you guys remember what wagon number you are?
I'm drawing a blank at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I have down. 1 was in 3, 1 was in 7, and 1 was in 15. Is where we were. Or was that the cultists?
Those are the cultists.
Okay.
I know that we're in the middle. I don't remember how much the total of wagons there are, but I just know that we are in the middle.
There's 16. There's 16 total wagons.
16.
So we're 8.
Yeah, you're like
8 or
8.
9, yeah.
Right. And then so 7, Roz, you're 6. And then
Okay.
it's in 5, and then Songbird is in 16 spot. So you have been recapped where all the wagons are. Write it down. That's why I was like, wait a minute. 5, 7, and 15. Those are the ones that you're following. I think that's why you're in the spot you are, because you were trying to get near them.
Okay.
All right, T. So Wagon Train will head out. Songbird, I know you're still working on stuff, but basically your stuff is more important at night. You will try to help get everything hitched and set up, going through your normal stuff. But it's kind of quiet for you. You just wait till everybody heads out and like trail in behind them with Bade.
Is Bade still trying to get Songbird to go find out
Not today.
about Jinya? Not today? Okay.
No, it's just another work day. Remember, in the
But
mornings,
he's behaving himself.
well, no, he's not a morning person, so he doesn't start getting active and rowdy until nighttime because that's what his job is. For him, riding on the wagons just getting to the next tavern. So it's very boring. He's half asleep when he's doing it. That's why he pays somebody to drive his wagon train or his wagon. And he basically is doing as little as possible. He starts to pep up around like lunchtime, like after the first stop.
I thought he didn't have anyone driving his wagon. It was just him.
Well, the horses are driving the wagons.
Well-
Yes, it's just him. The horses are driving the wagons. They're very self-sufficient.
Yeah. Well, you saying that he paid someone to drive the
Well,
wagons.
he bought a very he has like a Tesla of a wagon. Hello, remember? It does all the stuff itself.
Yes, it's got. There's gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that.
get it.
Okay. So, um, the horses. Well, they're pulling the wagons. They're not sitting in the cart. They're pulling the wagons, and they're just guiding themselves. Guiding. Just another service we provide. I missed something. Oh, okay. Anyway, Roz, you had noticed them earlier. You had seen them flying around before, and you do see them circling around again.
Okay.
You're probably not the only one, because you see some of the horses kind of start to get skittish. You can hear like, "Whoa, whoa, easy." Several of the riders will start to have to struggle with their horses a bit.
Okay. Are they ahead of us? Are they right over us? Or where are they?
They are above you, but they're circling around. So, like, you have to kind of watch them. They're doing a wide circle.
He'll hop down off of his wagon and he'll go and find Karen.
Okay.
And he's not going to jump up in, but he'll just kind of catch her attention. He'll point up. I'm sure she's already seen them, but he's going to say those are the same eagles that he saw on a previous day.
She'll look up and she says, "Do you think they're hunting?"
It almost appears that they are waiting for something to die, or something has already died, the way they are circling. But yet they keep up with the caravans.
Yeah, it's strange behavior, but I can't say I know much about eagles.
This one does not either. It's just it's normal animal behavior for something like this. But why here? Why now? Why us? Ross has no idea.
Well, I mean, it's just a couple of birds. If they get close enough, maybe we'll have some chicken tonight. Some lucky person will have chicken tonight.
Oh, very well.
Roz, you don't think she realizes they're giant eagles?
Okay, well, he will reiterate the point. Miss Karen, these eagles are very high in the air. They are very huge for them to be seen by us as high as they are in the air. They are giant eagles.
Oh no! And then you see her like look down at the horses.
Is there a problem?
Don't giant eagles eat horses?
Giant eagles pretty much eat anything they want.
Oh.
It does not fight back ferociously.
Oh.
All of us are in peril if this is what they want.
We have about at least 5 more days in the plains. I suggest we move along, get some archers, and then she realizes that a lot of the missile weapons have gone missing. She's like,
Weird. If only they didn't go hunting, they wouldn't have lost all that.
You're not there, shush. So, well, I guess keep an eye on them and alert us as best you can. But when whoever has any ranged weapons better start getting ready in case they decide they are really hungry. No, the giant eagles are not on their way to Mordor devouring.
Roz would suggest if we are not attacked during the daytime that once we make camp, any of your archer people begin making new bows. If we are going to live with this for the whole trip.
She like looks around. She says, "Do you know how to make bows?"
This one is an archer, yes. Yes, Roz knows how to make bows.
How many do you think you can make in an evening?
It takes about 6 hours to make just one.
It takes longer than that, my friend. Like to make
Well,
a good one.
A guy on YouTube. I watch guys on YouTube that make.
Yeah, they cheat.
Rudimentary.
Right, a rudimentary.
I mean, they
bow.
get dried wood, and that takes like months to dry the wood. But yes,
Right, that's the problem, trying out the wood.
Mm-hmm.
But can you make something possible? Probably take you about a couple hours. But they're not going to be great. So she's like looking. So how many can you make?
If you want arrows with it, it will take about 6 hours to make bow and enough arrows to fill a quiver. It's not much, but it will help keep things at range.
And then she says, "So what do you need from us?"
Roz does not know. Roz has to do it all himself, then possibly someone to go out and recover the woods and any kind of materials that we can use for the bowstrings.
All right. When we make our first camp, we'll see what we can do. She kind of looks out over the plains with the very sparse amount of trees. She says, "Hopefully, we'll find something."
Hopefully, yes.
She kind of looks up again. It's not one thing, it's another. And she continues going on about, like, riding away. Unless you keep walking with her.
No, he'll just stop and wait for his wagon to catch up to him, and then he'll get on.
Okay. So, have you mentioned them to anyone else, Roz? Like, you told the entire party, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, seriously?
And hopefully it's kind of it's kind of rippled into the rest of the camp. I mean,
well, now it's going to start. There's going to be people running about. Like, you see some people like rummaging through their trunks looking for crossbows or any kind of ranged weapons. You'll notice that some people that didn't go out on the hunt with all of you have basically lingered behind. They still have their ranged weapons. It's not as many. It's maybe like a handful of guards that didn't go. But other ones, you see some guys just actually stopping every now and then picking up stones.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they can get their hands on to defend themselves. Because making a sling is a lot easier than a bow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's going on. Otherwise, Andor has been very quiet. He's not been making much noise. He hasn't been out bothering you. Hasn't been complaining much. You haven't seen him since you guys started heading out. Tagging the entire wagonry? Yes, we've considered it.
And you got your hex.
Yes, I got it. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping dice in front of me, so that whatever I have, that's the number. So the D4 is inspiration, and the hex dice is the D6 because hex. So I have 2 and 2 for this one. And then if at the end, if I have anything left over, I'll write a note and keep it in the game so I could set them when we start. So I didn't have anything from last game for this session. Okay. Alrighty then. So you guys will travel on for a while, and again, you'll see these birds. They disappear every now and then, Roz. Like the sky is clear, you don't see them, and then all of a sudden you see them, like one of them or a pair of them. Never more than 2, but always at least never more than 2, and sometimes none at all. And they are definitely like way up there, and it looks like you watch birds, you understand birds. It looks like they're just like riding the air currents. Just you'd think they were having fun up there.
We will see.
Alrighty. So the caravan will travel on, and like I said, the caravan will take breaks. Everybody kind of gets off, stretches their legs, walks around, make sure that the animals are fed or taken care of. Oh, thank you, Sonia.
Okay.
So they at this point you do see like a group of gentlemen. So when you guys break for camp, it's basically everybody just kind of pulls off to the side of the roads, and most of the wagons stay in order. That's just like a break. Everybody kind of pulls out their rust, checks the wagons, make sure wheels are good, like the typical stuff. But remember, the road has people on it all the time. So as you guys are pulling off to the side, you see a group coming towards you. It's not a big group, it's a couple of individuals. Vero. Wait, I lost track. Which one did I say you were in, Roz? 5? Roz is actually further up. Roz, you would see them coming up first. You're not the only one to see them, but out of the group, you're the first one to see them.
Okay.
Did I? Hold on. I might change this.
Uh-oh.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. They are coming down the road. And
are they on horseback, or are they in wagons?
Nope, they're walking.
Walking.
Mm-hmm.
What are they wearing?
So
Ooh.
you take a look at them, Vero. You take a look at them, and
Sorry, I'm tired.
they are wearing traveling cloaks. You can see weapons displayed on each of them. One of them has like a handle sticking out behind its back. They look like mercenaries or adventurers. One of them is wearing like a knee-length talberd tied at the waist, says like a big pointy hat. One of them has a horned helmet. The other one has a studded leather tunic with long blonde hair. And they are heading towards you.
You're speaking to Vero, right?
No, you saw them, Ross.
Oh, because I
Vero's-
thought I heard you say Vero.
He
I asked.
started with Vero.
I
first,
started,
and
but
then-
you're further up front, and they're
Okay,
heading towards the
got
front
it.
of the caravan. So they are heading towards you, Ross. Sorry.
Okay.
I was going to
And
give
there's-
Vero a turn, but you're farther forward. So
There's 5 of them, you said?
5 of them, yes. 3 males and 2 females.
And we're already pulled off the side of the road, right? For a break, so to speak. Is that
Yep.
what you said? Roz is going to get off the wagon if he's not already off the wagon because we've stopped. And he'll kind of get on the roadside between these ones coming down and the wagon that he's on. He's not going to draw a weapon or anything, although he always carries a bow in his left hand. He's just going to kind of keep an eye on them. As he's keeping an eye on them, he's going to kind of, glance up at the eagles to see what they're doing. This is a trade route, so this kind of thing shouldn't be unusual to see people coming down.
Yeah, you've seen people before, and it's not uncommon to see groups, parties, you have people walking with your caravan. So as you watch them, this particular group, one of them will come forward and he will actually stop at the first wagon. And you'll see them converse. And from your position, you can't really tell what they're talking about, but you'll see the first wagon person shake his head and point in, like, kind of shrugging. And you'll see them smile. The blonde hair, the one with the studded leather, smiles, big smile, gives him a little bow, and then heads to the next. He skips the first 3 wagons and heads down to the 4th one. And at the 4th one, you can start hearing what they're saying, and they're offering services.
Okay.
Care to be more specific?
And which one is Karen in? Is she in 4?
No, Karen's at the front.
At the very front. Okay.
Yeah, she's like the wagon leader, so she takes
Did
the
he
lead.
talk? Did they talk to her at all?
They talked to the person who was driving.
Okay.
They didn't talk to Karen. They talked to the person who's driving, and he basically talked to them and sent them on their way. So they went to the 4th wagon, and at the 4th wagon, you see the person kind of just shakes his head and looks, and they continue walking down the wagon train asking. So they will get to your wagon, and they'll be like, greetings, my good sir. I see that you may be in need of our services. And all the rest of them kind of swell their chests. They definitely seem to have done this before.
Well, what services do you provide?
We are guards for this dangerous road. The trek ahead is fraught with dangers, and we are here to protect you.
Well, this is all well and good, but Roz does not have the authority to hire you or fire anyone. But
Oh, well, perhaps
all
you're...
along the
Perhaps
yes, all
you're...
along the wagon trains, there are those who hire. As a matter of fact, in this one right here, is a gentleman that may or may not hire you, or maybe all of the caravans pitch in monies together and hire you for the whole caravan. It is possible.
Now, when you say
I
in this
hire
one...
myself.
Wait, hold on, Ross. When you go
Yes.
in this one here, are you talking about your wagon?
Yes,
All right, so you are pointing back to yours, right?
yes.
Okay,
He'll kind of like point down into wherever he's sitting inside the
okay.
wagon, whatever it's called.
Well, perhaps then, if you were hired on, I would hate to say that you look quite capable, but there are 5 of us, and we've been doing this for a very long time. They look young. They don't look like they could be doing this forever, but they, their gear looks pretty intimidating. The one with the big handle, it's a giant, like, mace, like a maul on his back. One of them is, like, he got a pointy hat and the robes. He looks like he may be, probably a caster. And then definitely the one with the studded leather. You can see that he's wearing a bow. So they could possibly be a ranger or adventure. So he says, well, I mean, we are looking for an employee. Our last job went so well that we have extra time, so we decided to take the trip once again. Our wizard here, though, missed his destination just a slight bit, and we were out of Baldur's Gate. So we figured eventually someone would come along. We've just been clearing this countryside of undead atrocities.
That is a good and noble profession, if you will. Tell me this: what do you think of these up here? And he'll point to the eagles.
Vultures. Probably waiting for one of your animals to get sick. Maybe one of them is already sick, and he kind of like starts looking down that line, like,
Your eyes are not as good as these ones. Those are eagles, giant eagles, not vultures.
Are you sure?
He spoke again. Yes.
They're circling. They look like vultures.
Well, that is a vulture.
Eagles.
It is quite uncommon for the eagles to do this. They swoop in, take their prey, and
Yes, that's why I think you not to, but I do believe you may be off, sir.
this is possible. Ross is not perfect, but as I said, each one of the caravan wagons holds, from this point backwards, holds someone who has hired Ross, has been hired by the gentleman in this wagon, and so on and so forth. So possibly there are ones who need to have more protections than others.
Well, I mean, do you need extra protection? I mean, we can supplement your group.
This is not up to Roz. This is again up to those who do the hiring. He'll bang on the top of the wagon that he's in, and he will. What's this guy's name? Aldor. He says, "Mr. Aldor, these ones here would like to know if you would like to hire them for protections."
You hear, wait, just give me a moment, and you hear, like in a softer voice, you don't need anyone else. No, we're full up here.
Well,
They kind of all look towards the wagon and each other. Obviously, Aldor's one voice, the other one is Vermouth.
Well, as Ross has said, continue on down the wagon trains, and possibly someone will hire you.
Well then, thank you so much for your assistance, and we will be on our way. But we may be joining your caravan. We spoke to the wagon leader, and we might join your trip, see if maybe we can lend our assistance. We prefer to be doing it paid, but, safety in numbers and all. And they will continue walking back. Roz, I'm trying to think. Are you doing anything, you just have, just looking at them, right?
Yeah, he's watching them go away. It seems, in his mind, plausible what they're saying.
Okay.
I can roll an insight or whatever to see if he thinks that they may be lying or something. I can do that.
No, it's no need.
Do that, actually.
See, because I put that doubt in you. All right, go ahead and roll an insight check. All right. The weapon, the maul on the back, you've seen mauls. This thing does not look like it's... the person wielding this thing has to have tremendous strength. As he's walking away and you're looking at this thing, it doesn't look right. You can't imagine it being wieldy. It's impressive looking, but how? It just throws you off. You can't understand it.
he'll look at Turban, the driver, and very quietly, that is very unusual. The one carrying that massive weapon does not hurt. It, excuse me, before I go on, is it a female or a male that's carrying it?
A male, dark brown hair. He's the one with the horn helm. He's got like fur all over him.
It's very impressive. He carries such a large weapon.
Maybe he's compensating.
Well, yes, you might think, one might think that, but it seems almost unlikely that he could wield such a weapon. You know, it's almost like he could pick up this wagon and use it as a weapon, as big as that is.
Well,
anyway, it just came to mind. It may be nothing. It just looks out of place. That's all.
Yeah, it does.
And with that, he'll kind of, keep watching them. He'll turn around in the seat and keep watching them as they go back.
So they'll go through, and they will basically approach every wagon. Eventually, Viral, they will reach your wagon and be like, "Hello, good sirs." And he's not talking to you. He's talking to the brother that can speak. And he will look over at him and basically says, "Oh, no, we appreciate your offer, but we have very competent guards with us. And hopefully nothing will come about that we need to replace them. Thank you." And they go through their spiel. And again, they present themselves almost theatrically. And they will continue walking down the line, offering their service to everyone. Eventually, they'll reach the end of the wagon, and Bade will be sitting on his bench, and he's like, "Is it really time to go yet?" And they'll approach and be like, "Hello!" "No." Like, "Can you sing or dance?" And Songbird, you notice they hesitate for a second. And before any of them can get anything else out their mouth, the leader, the one with the blonde hair, will actually be like, "No, we cannot. We're adventurers. We can guard your caravans, and we can help slay monsters." And Bade was like, "Then I don't have any use for you. Entertainment, that's what I'm here for. But feel free to join the group." And they will basically sit off to the side with each other, talking to one another, but far enough away from the party, but following the caravan. Eventually, the caravan will head out once again and continue on for the rest of the day. Roz, for the rest of the day, you can only see one eagle.
Okay.
The mate or the partner or the pair is gone. It's only the one. And for the majority of the day, you can see that you are not the only one staring up at the heavens. Many of the guards are all watching. The horses are still a little bit jittery. People are doing their best to keep them calm. You will also notice that Longnose is still hanging around, asking questions of everyone. And you see that he has found someone to talk to. Another halfling. This halfling, though, he is got his hood up. It is the Crythorn, so it's summer, so him having the hood up is a little bit odd. But he seems really bundled up, a very covered cloak, almost like a skirt type robe underneath, like a butt cape, but it comes all the way around to the front. You could just barely make out his feet shuffling underneath. Kind of looks like a Jawa. All of you know what a Jawa is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just making sure, because I saw some faces go...
Look on your face.
What, my face?
Whose face?
Yes, on your face.
Yeah, you.
It was almost like a panic and everything. I was just thinking it's you mean like a kilt?
No, like a Jawa. You know how Jawas have, they go all covered up? It kind of looks like that, except you can see his face every now and then as he's walking around. He's a halfling, though. But he's really covered up, is what I'm trying to get at. And it looks like Longnose has found him and has decided to keep asking him questions and talking to him. And every now and then you'll see this little covered up one kind of looking down at the ground, arms folded, walking from towards the thing. And he'll be like, "So, Are you a guard? Are you a driver? Are you looking for work? And the other one is just like shaking his head at him as he continues to walk away. Like, and he'll eventually answer him like, I have work. No, I'm okay. You ask a lot of questions. But two halflings bantering at each other becomes like lost and they talk so fast. So and you've seen Longnose like just go off on asking questions, but you do see that Longnose has found another halfling to torment that he doesn't know. Remember, he said he knows all the halflings on this trip. So evidently, he doesn't know this one. All right. The rest of the trip will go fairly quietly. Eventually, you will reach the camp, the designated camp designation. The wagons will break off into their respective little groups. Several wagons will roll off by themselves. Some of them will park next to. Bade will move his wagon as close to the center as possible, to upsetting Karen as always. But it has been expected. You guys have all been traveling for several days together now, almost 2 weeks. Well, a week and a half in Faerun calendar. Remember, calendar day in Faerun is 10 days. So you've been traveling together for quite some time now. And the evening will go somewhat quietly. Nothing's really going on. Nothing really advances. You do hear the group of adventurers. They're telling stories. And they're basically explaining how they slayed a dragon. And how that their weapons are magical. And how anyone would be thrilled to have them. And like some people are questioning listening to the stories, but their stories are pretty outlandish. They're like they've basically the 5 of them have taken on like an ancient red dragon, and they just do this because they want to meet people. And they seem very friendly, but their story seems a little bit like far fetched. Maybe they're exaggerating a little bit. But if you everything they said is to be taken full, these people were like they're ready to take on a Tarrasque.
Mm-hmm. How much did they have to drink?
There must be farmlands nearby with the
devouring. Is it your goal to catch
smelling.
everything I say wrong? Yes, I meant a calendar week is 10 days. Thank you. Jesus.
That's his job.
I know. Keep me on my toes. Love it. But like I'm like sitting here reading what he said, going, I did say it wrong, didn't I? Damn it.
Vero's gonna be, if we overhear these stories, Vero's gonna tell the deaf brother what's being said.
Okay, so you will relate the stories to him. He seems very like, oh, really? Roz, you will notice that Aldor is sitting in his wagon, kind of like sitting there, looking out the window, listening to these stories. He hasn't gotten out the wagon yet. He's just sitting there listening to them tell their stories. Because it just so happens that the way the wagons are parked, you're not too far away from where they're telling them.
Roz will notice the intrigue in his face, and he'll kind of walk up to the window at the wagon, and these stories being told, they seem to interest you.
Well, I mean, look at them. They're marvelous.
Yes, in a very strange way, they are very marvelous. They seem to spin a good yarn, I believe is the saying, spin a good story. But yet, Raz does not totally believe that they have done the things they say they are doing. It is possible they have, but an ancient red dragon?
I mean, okay, maybe they're embellishing a little. But look at them. I mean, look at those weapons.
Yes, they do not seem to have even touched combat. They're pristine. They are without
must-
mar or.
They must be
They're-
magical.
This could be. In that case, then they are quite. They may be quite powerful adventurers.
You hear, they're not magical. I checked. From inside the wagon. Female voice. Vermouth.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Vermouth. Something is not right. I'm not saying they are not adventurers. They could be anything. They could be spies.
I mean, look how
Or
pleasant
they
they
could be just
are.
actors
How-
from the traveling troops.
Look how pleasant they are. I mean, they must be
They are
adventurers.
They
I
are
mean,
very
there's-
pleasant.
Their stories, they're so detailed.
Almost rehearsed, no?
I think I'm not talking to you two. I think you two are just jealous. I need a walk. And he's gonna go get out and go see if he's like, no, alone.
Is that wise?
But well, if between them and you and everyone else in this thing, I think I'll be fine.
Have your way.
Vermouth will kind of like, no, I think you should stay with. He's like, no, enough. And he will storm off angrily. Vermouth will look at you and he's like, see what you did? And she'll close the door.
Very well. He just lean up against the. Since is this an evening now? Have we
It is
broken
evening.
camp?
Yes, you are set for camp and it is evening. Fires
Alright.
are lit, food is cooking.
He is going to do his regular walk about the camp in a perimeter, possibly finding firewood, looking for any felled trees that maybe have dried enough to work into a bow,
Alright, so-
because he's going to do that every night.
Okay, so excuse me.
Get
So
checked out.
I am choked up. So you were gonna go about doing all that stuff and basically roll me survival. You're gonna see if you can find some stuff, and then I also need you to roll a perception check because you are walking a perimeter and checking things out. Okay. Okay. So, walking around, you realize that most of the wood and vegetation out here is it's if it's on the ground, it's pretty much dried up and it's just gonna break. The type of trees that are out here, it's gonna be difficult for you to find something to fresh cut and create a bow with that won't break in a couple of days. You think you can find maybe one or two good pieces, but it's going to be difficult for where the area you're at. Remember, I told you kind of like in the moors, so a lot of rocky terrain, a lot of plains, a lot of flatland, but not a whole lot of like lush trees. Okay, as you're walking around though, Roz, you hear like some scritching noises, like claws on rock, and you spin around and you see that there is a giant eagle basically sitting on a rocky outcropping above you. Like you walked almost under it.
Okay. He will immediately, with his primal awareness, use speak with animals,
Okay.
and he will say, "Hello, friend.
Also, as you get ready to speak with, you notice there is a rider sitting on the eagle.
Oh. Well, he will still have speak with animals so the animal can understand him. He will say, "Hello, friend. This one has noticed you flying about in the airs. Is there anything? Oh, I see you have a rider. Hello?
So your first question was in animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the eagle will actually answer that. Hold on. I honestly believe that she can answer you in regular, but I want to check. Because I might be stuck in my Lord of the Rings. Okay, they can't speak them. Okay, but they understand them. So when you turn around, your primal lets her answer you, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Speak with animals. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but a minimum beast can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they have and can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
So I can't answer you.
Yeah.
Okay. So in broken common, not broken common, but like halting speech, it will tell you we look for the one called Vermouth. The elf at the same time will look down at you and like level a lance at you. And he says, "We're not here for a fight."
Raz is thinking otherwise. You have leveled your weapon at Raz.
Yes.
What kind of show of friendship is that?
We didn't approach your camp. You came out into the wilds.
Yes. And I greeted you with a hello.
Well, no, you said
as
hello.
far as the one named Vermouth, you obviously must know she is here.
We do.
And what is it you wish with Vermouth?
Her sister is to return her home. You'll notice that there are several people like stepping out of the shadows carrying weapons. They were all elves.
Well,
you recognize a couple of them. You've seen them before.
Raz does not understand all ways of the elves, as I'm sure you do not understand the ways of my people. But you already know she is here. You will not have a fight from this one. This appears to be a family matter. I remember you, and I think I remember this one here from our time in where was it? The Greenest, yes?
They'll look at each other and nod. Yes, I remember him.
And I do. Roz does recall something about Vermouth given so many days. Roz assumes those days are past.
Her time is up.
Well, Roz will not stand in your way. This is, again, as I say, a family matter. Do you know exactly where she is?
We know she is part of this caravan, but we lost sight of her after you set out.
Yes, well, Roz will not lie to you. Roz does believe that should be her decision whether she goes back. But again, Roz will not stop you. She is in the 6th caravan from the front. It does not look like the traditional wagon, but more enclosed and posh, if you will. Yes.
You say posh, and one of the elves will chuckle. It's like, I should have known. So
Roz does not want to see her go, but again, it is family, and Roz understands family.
So the one that like chuckle will look back and forth and go like that, like just, and you'll see like half a dozen of them just head forward quietly. We do.
So you have been circling for the last few days, trying to get a glimpse of Vermouth. Is that what Roz is to understand here?
Well, there are dozens of caravans heading towards Waterdeep or up this road. We need to make sure I mean, we don't usually deal with outsiders.
No, Roz does not fault you for that.
And my lovely cousin has taken us out of our comfort zone.
Well, to be honest with you, Roz was a bit out of his comfort zone when he saw those giant eagles. It is good to know that you are not, at least Roz believes you are not harmful to the party.
We don't intend to be.
Well, I am doing my evening rounds to make sure the caravan is safe. I will leave you be. I will not interfere in your family.
She like tilts her head at you as you're talking. She says, "I would prefer if you stay here until our business is done."
As you wish, yes.
So she'll give you a nod of approval and basically sit there watching you in silence. She has raised her lance upward though, so now it's just pointing into the air.
So, is Roz allowed to ask any questions of you?
You can.
What do you know of the appearance of a golden deer, a golden stag?
Do I know? Legend. Usually one who's seen such a creature is blessed by the woods themselves. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I want to say Lothorian, but I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But like the god, they'll mention the god of elves. Perhaps they've taken a liking to them.
This is one of yours? One of your gods?
Yes.
The elven kind?
Yes, he tends to like indulge the non-elves.
Roz is gonna, he's holding the bow. He's gonna look at it and well then, perhaps this belongs to your people.
She'll look at it, and you'll see her eyes go a little wide when she looks down at it. But go ahead.
Roz did not take this. Roz did not harm this golden stag in any way. But perhaps this belongs to your people. Roz would not want to carry an artifact of a people that is not his own.
So, are you presenting the bow to her?
He'll hold it up.
She'll take it. She'll take it and hold it up. And she takes it like almost like, what is this? Like kind of thing, and just pulls it up. And as soon as she touches it, like you see her demeanor change a little bit. And then she looks at it and like holds it up and looks at it, looks down at you questioningly. And we're going to cut back to the camp. So, in the camp, Vero, Ginia, what are you two doing? Ginia, go ahead.
No pressure. Basically, just kind of keeping an eye out. It's. I mean, I'm assuming it's getting dark.
It is dark already. Like, they have the fires lit, people are eating, it's dark. You guys ride pretty much until the sun sets. Like, it gives you just enough time to make camp, and then it's dark.
Yeah. So just, having an evening meal, but also kind of keeping an eye out because, we've all seen the eagles. So just kind of looking out, and I recognize the eagles. So I'm definitely keeping an eye out because I have a sneaking suspicion there could be some shit go down.
Okay. What are you doing, Virial?
I don't recognize the eagles.
You don't recognize the eagles?
He's
like, I don't think I looked at the eagles.
I don't know why I had disadvantage.
What happens when you
whatever,
meditate
it works even better.
Why do you have disadvantage?
I might have clicked because I was moving. Stuff got moved, so I might have clicked it when I was moving stuff.
Yeah, because I don't have anything on you that would give you disadvantage. You have a couple.
That's
of
the only thing
bucks, but that's it.
No, that's the only thing I could think of is I accidentally clicked something when I was moving stuff, but it makes it funnier.
Okay. All right. So you're just kind of hanging out, listening to the stories, and basically, the group of adventurers is telling like some wonderful tales. They're basically right now telling the story about how they killed the black basilisk and avoided being turned to stone. Um, and they're just going on, and everybody's just kind of eating it up. There is a group of them. Um, we will call them the Roz boys. They're just like shaking their head, like I believe it when I see it. Like our guys actually been there for us. So, and they're just hanging out together, kind of. But there's only like a
I
handful.
don't.
There's like 3 of them.
I might not remember the Eagles, but I don't think I would be buying their story 100% at all. Like, not smart, but at least I'm wise enough to know better than that.
Okay.
But
Roz
so
fan club is loyal. Yes.
I'll still I'll still tell like the one brother what's going on, but I think I'm trying to tell because you can't really communicate. I guess maybe I can't because I'm not that great at it. So I'm telling the story, but I'm trying to tell him like, can you believe what they're saying? But I feel like it's just coming across as me sharing the story and he's eating it up.
Right. He's just sitting there like, and the other brother is just laughing. Every now and then he'll correct you, like he's watching you sign, and he's like, "You just told him he licked feet." Like,
I won't correct it. No.
so, but yeah, every now and then
And he licked the basilisk's feet.
So, but yeah, you 3 are doing that. Ginny is walking around a little nervous, like looking around. Aldor is sitting over by. He has moved over by the camp. He looks angry. He's just still sulking a little bit. He has a drink in his hand because he went over to Bade's and got a drink, and now he's just kind of listening to the stories. And as he's listening to the stories, he softens a little bit. Songbird, are you doing anything other than serving drinks and singing? Or actually, are you singing while these people are telling their stories? You just listening?
I'm not going to sing while they're telling the stories because that's just plain rude. But I'm going to be laughing like no. Almost like I think you need something more watered down.
Oh, so they haven't drunk. They haven't been sharing.
They haven't drank anything?
Nope. They started telling the stories.
Oh, then I hate to see what happens when they start telling stories. I hate to see what happens if they start drinking.
Nope. They haven't asked for a drink. They haven't gotten involved in that. They've just partook of some food, and just pulled up on next to the fire and started telling a tale. And they take turns telling tales. They're actually all pretty good at it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much probably gonna walk up to Bade and goes like, and they said they couldn't be entertaining.
Who said they couldn't be entertaining? They're very entertaining. What are you talking about?
Well, they said they're not entertainers, and so.
Oh no, they're adventurers. Are you not listening to their stories?
Yeah, but what they're saying is not adventures. They're stories, like fables.
No. I mean, I've known people who have like taken on dragons. I mean, if people didn't slay dragons, we'd be overrun. You're old. I mean, you're old, right?
Age is relevant.
Oh, I'm going by your ears.
Well, it's kind of hard to gauge with a,
How about in Dale Reckoning? How old are you?
I want to say 125, but I don't remember. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my god, you are old. You're a half elf?
I'm only 80.
Oh, I was gonna say that's still old for a half elf. I'm just gonna let you know. So 80.
I'm only 80.
Oh well, okay. I mean, but you remember like what it was like almost 100 years ago?
And that's why I'm like, that's a bunch of bull.
Oh,
that's not true.
People were slaying dragons left and right back then. They could. I mean, they look kind of young, but maybe they have magics. I mean, I didn't know you could sing until you got to give him a chance. Who knows? Like, why are you being so
Yeah.
negative, so doubting? Are you jealous?
Not jealous. Definitely not jealous. Not looking forward to having to deal with any dragons whatsoever in the way they speak of it. They've never met with a dragon. What I do hear are stories. They are stories.
Well,
And
then,
entertaining ones, and actually, I think I can write a song about some of those.
there you
But
go. Entertaining. So take it what it is and then be entertained.
they are entertaining, but there's people actually believing what they're saying. And it's a difference.
Well, I think that's a sign of a good story. You should have a drink. Lighten up. And that table over there is waiting, so go on.
As she turns, she'll flip her hair at him.
Well, at least it's not a rapier. All right. So, Ginia, you're kind of like looking around and worry about stuff, and in the darkness, because everybody's kind of around camps, and there is like several fires, but you see a group of shadows basically like heading towards the wagons, and they are sticking to the shadows as best they could. But as soon as you see them, you recognize the royal armor of your house's guards. Well, not your house, but
my family's.
your family's guards, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've sort of had a feeling this was coming. So I'm gonna walk up to them. Of course, I took my quarterstaff with me because I've been practicing
That's fine.
and it's
No, you don't have it. I don't care. No.
It's
Okay.
it's super fancy.
It's
and
fancy.
It's a fancy quarterstaff. And I'm gonna like just walk up to them and be like, "What are you guys doing here?"
All right. So as you walk up, they are quietly like approaching the wagons, and it looks like they're heading right to where they need to be because it was pointed out to them that it's the sixth wagon, but since they're not in lines, they're in groups. It was also the most posh of the wagons, which would be this one, the coach type pickup truck. So they are heading to it, and they're kind of like fanning around it, and then you approach, and several of them like grab their blades and like go to slide but they don't pull them all the way. They just like a little bit, and they recognize you. Just like, Ginny, what are you doing? We're here to retrieve vermouth.
Just vermouth.
When you ask that question, you can see the uncomfort on his face as he looks at you and looks back to the captain of the guards. He's like, "That's correct." On the other side of the wagon, you can see more of them like circling around. He says, "Yes, we're retrieving vermouth. Her father wants her home. They've decided that the two of you should be separated for a while."
And I'm sort of taken aback. Like I kind of take a step back because that makes Ginia very uncomfortable because we've been together and like through a lot of things.
So the guard just says his piece. Now that stuff, I'm taking it you step back, but you don't say all that other stuff out loud, right? Okay.
No.
So he like looks at you and sees your uncomfort. Also, there's movement inside the wagon. So he will like turn his attention back to the wagon and say, "Please don't resist, Vermouth. We know your tricks. Your father has demanded you return quietly." And then they basically like you throw open all the doors and like storm into the wagon. You see like the wagon rattle around, shake a little bit, and they kind of pop out and like look at you and go, "Where is she?"
She's not in there?
Like he'll stand back and like hold his hand to the wagon. Inside is an empty wagon.
I don't know. The last I knew she was in the wagon.
Search all of them. do it quietly. And you see the elves like start moving about and like, fanning around, checking all the wagons.
And Ginny's just super confused because honestly, she doesn't know where Vermouth is, but even if she did, she wouldn't tell them.
Out of the darkness, Vermouth's older sister will arrive. I don't remember her name, but the older sister. She will come out. You haven't seen her in a while. This is not the, I think it's the older sister. It's the meaner one. She will basically come out of the darkness and step over to you. And you see her before she steps out of darkness. But for humans, it would have been a more dramatic entrance. For you, though, you could see her. And she will come up to you and she's like, hiding her will just prolong this.
I'm not hiding her. I don't know where she is.
Father is going to be most angered.
He can be as angry as he likes. I don't know where she is.
Very well. We will find her and return her home. And she like goes to turn away from you. She says, "You do realize what this means for you, yes?"
And I'm gonna play stupid because I want to hear her say it.
You have been exiled for your part in this.
So Vermouth gets to go home and I get exiled.
Correct. You have been a burden on this family long enough, and you have imparted much of your ways into Vermouth. Father wants them removed.